Last season, in season 1, a lot of you guys that tuned in would know that my co-star, that is no longer right here, was my girlfriend. Well, I no longer have a girlfriend, but I do have a fiance. Yeah!
I'm so happy for us.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for us. I was trying so hard not to cry. You were talking.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, there's no way the first shot's going to be of me crying, bro.
Well, it would have showed that you loved me more, but that's so funny. We never really, you know what's so funny? Because when I was taking my notes down, because we have so much to unpack, so much to unpack.
So much, yeah.
But the most important, I feel like, to unpack is our relationship. And I realized we never really had an episode where we got to dive deep a little bit about us. You know, we talk about us when it's there.
Yeah.
And we described how we are. But we got so good at not posting our relationship and keeping it between us and God that we got super used to the fact of like not sharing. And this news, it was something that we were both obviously excited to share, but we didn't even know like.
Well, also, it literally just happened.
Yeah, it just
like
happened.
we've been gone for a couple months.
Yeah.
You proposed about like
2 days ago.
2 days ago?
Yeah. And by the way, nothing feels different. Like when I look at it, I go, I have butterflies. Oh, that's different.
Yes.
I do get butterflies.
I've had butterflies like 24/7. Like 24/7. Like if I'm not around him, because our family's been here, you know, and his parents were here, and both my parents were here, which is huge because my dad lives in France, and so he came out to visit. And when I be around them, I'm just like, oh, you know, normal. And then as soon as I come out and I be next to you, it's like instant like butterflies all over again.
I will admit, this is going to sound very chauvinistic, so just a little warning label on this.
You did interview Andrew Tate.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Well, by the way, we're definitely circling back to that, and we have a lot to unpack about that, but I want to stick to my love real quickly.
Course.
So I had many ideas on how I wanted to propose. All of them indicated a bit very personal, just us. Mm-hmm. But then her best friend, Michelle, was like, hey, I realize that you're not recording this. And I said, yeah, no, I'm not. And she's like, what are you talking about? She goes, you record everything. And I go, yeah, but there's some things that should just be between us. And she goes, that's so cute, but stupid because she needs to see it. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. She probably wants, just because I think we're not going to post it, to me, it's like, why are we even shooting it? You know, that's like, that was such a bad thought. But yeah, so then I had to rethink of some ideas, and I actually told her all of my ideas. I'm not going to get into like all my ideas, but I listed all the
cute.
different
I've heard all of them. They were all horrible.
Yeah.
This was the good one.
Well, an opportunity fell in my lap, and I got to meet her father for the first time. And like, he's my best friend already. Like, I love this man. And actually, my whole family loves him. Jessica has like a crush on him. It's kind of weird, but
Whoa.
Such a crush.
Such a like.
Jessica is super attracted to my dad.
and we just had a great time. And I thought I'd take the opportunity to ask for his permission in front of the whole family for the first time. Both of our families were there, and I thought maybe.
Keep talking, bro.
And,
was so quiet.
And we were. I love you so much.
That was
dude.
awesome.
I love you.
The
I love
bro.
her so much. And before I asked my best friend to spend her life with me, I was just so nervous, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a little graphic. I kept having to go to the bathroom. Like, I got bubble guts, and I was like, dude, I gotta go. And it was so funny because I kept having to like snap myself out of it because Belle was like showing me pictures that her father brought of her as a kid, and I could tell that she's like, dude, why are you not paying attention right now?
Like
because I was zoning out.
He's like looking up.
But while she's showing me the pictures, I'm seeing her hand, and I realized that's the last time I'll see her hand as my girlfriend without a ring on it. Jeez. So I couldn't stop looking at it.
I'm gonna start crying, bro.
And
can I have tissues?
no.
Right behind him.
Dude, this is great, by the way. This is making us
This is
look
really
very
good.
good.
Stop.
You're really selling
Thank
it.
you.
You're really selling it.
You're really good at acting, dude.
You really did use the tear stick, huh? I thought you were gonna skip that.
Oh my God, that's so funny. And we're all going to go to dinner, and my thought process was to do it in the house, so that way on the way there, while she's, this is our first time ever being together, I wanted her to have the ring on her. You know what I mean? Like, I I don't know why. I just felt like that was the way to do it. I was super nervous. I basically told all these girls how I was doing it to catch their...
Smart.
Yeah, dudes are like, oh, nice. Like, they don't like...
You got a ring?
Or just make sure you like,
Yeah.
you know, like, you don't forget the ring. Or like the stupidest,
yeah.
like...
At a KFC, that's tight.
Yeah,
You know?
and girls, like, you could tell if it's good, but if they're like, the higher their hands are. Like, if it's like, oh, that's like really good. But if it just like...
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Oh, you know, it's so funny. I kept pulling out the ring and looking at it because I don't care about jewelry at all. I had to do my homework on jewelry before this. And, but my God, when I knew that was like my promise to you, I just couldn't stop looking at it. And I was very infatuated. And so I was getting super excited to show people. And, when we got here, like an idiot, she's talking to her dad. Everybody's getting to know each other. And I grabbed Simi. By the way, Simi's my best friend. Simi, I've known her for almost 10 years. We've been next door neighbors. We're roommates. Like, when I look at her, I see the eyes of my own sister. Like, that is like... So when I first saw her, I was like, I gotta show her. So I bust out the ring, and she just goes, oh, like this. And she puts her hand, and then Belle turns around, and I just, like, put the ring away.
Were you showing it to her here?
Like, they were just
Right
like
outside,
apart.
like
They
an
were just around the other side of the car.
Jesus,
And I'm
bro.
looking at her through the window, so I'm like, I could just, you know, like... peep.
You got a little too
Yeah.
comfortable, dude.
Got too comfortable.
Yeah.
This is the best part. I straight up gaslit her. As soon as she came, she's like, what are you guys doing? I was like, nothing. She's like, no, what are you guys doing? Like, I just saw your guys' faces. And I was just like, what is wrong with you? Why are you coming at us with this? And I'm like, fucking just trying to spin this shit.
Because I was like, what's wrong? I come around the corner, Simi's like this. And I'm like, what's
And my face is
wrong?
like this.
And yeah, she told me it was because you told her it was going to happen tonight. And so she was like it's going to happen
And
tonight.
just to be clear, you had no idea.
I truly, like, I had no idea. I thought maybe, like, the last few months, I was like, maybe he's gonna do it in the summer, you know? Like, I don't know. I thought maybe in like 6 months.
Oh,
Like, I don't know.
fuck.
maybe
You
this-
should have done it during the summer, bro.
No, I just thought, like, the time, because...
She starts to go, she's like, I just thought it would be special. I thought it would be like in a good setting. Like,
Are you kidding
with
me?
the-
No, I just thought it was like, I just thought it was gonna be like, you know, in 6 months type thing. Like, that just was, I
Right.
was like, I had a feeling. I was like, maybe, or maybe next year. I don't know how much time he's gonna, like, I don't know.
But
'Cause
also your mind
you-
was like later, not now.
Yeah, and
like,
he'd been randomly asking me about, you know, like, my...
Was I good at it?
My
Or was
ring
it like was it like
size.
too like noticeable? Because I like started getting everything ready,
Well-
and then I was like, I don't even know what
how
her
do you
finger
ask
is like.
your girlfriend for her ring size?
So
without
check
them-
this out.
Okay.
She randomly brought up rings, and I was like, yeah, I was like, and then I go, wait a second. I go, speaking of your ring, dude, like, how does a man even know like what ring to get? Like that, just like super organic.
Nice.
And then she was like, and I was like, oh fuck, back up. And then I was like, I don't need to know right now. And then like she still didn't tell me. Like, take the hint, bro.
Damn.
I
Like, I'm
didn't
trying to
know.
go get your shit measured.
I know, I didn't.
And she got it measured, but like I already got the ring set because I took a guess. Like I like off of her like guessing her own hands and then asking other girls and like she is not a 7.5.
yeah,
And I was
was
like,
not. I'm 6 1/4.
I told the girl jewelry, and she was like, "Oh, okay." And then I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I'm so excited." And I showed her a picture of Bella. She goes, "The first thing she goes, that girl is not 7." And I was like, "Oh."
There was one time where we were talking about shoes, and I was like, yeah, you know, like my shoe size 7. I think I was talking about your mom's size shoes. Oh, because I got her shoes. So I was like, yeah, your mom's size shoe is 7, and I'm a 7. And he goes, oh, so like your fingers are the same size as your shoes? And I was like,
Jesus.
That was like the third or fourth time. I was like, "Oh, like."
Unreal.
And I'm like, at this point, I'm like, dude, like, come on, dude. I even asked her mother. I asked her friends. Nobody knows. I did mess up though.
what do you mean you messed
We
up?
were at dinner. And like fireworks are going off. Like this is just the night. We're having a great time. Like
This is after you proposed.
yeah,
the night
yeah,
of,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. And by the way, also shout out to Reed. I literally go, hey man, I want to record the whole night. He goes, all right, yeah, no problem. And I was like, cool. You coming to Masters? He goes,
You didn't
absolutely.
say you wanted to record the whole
I
night.
said I wanted to record
No.
the whole thing.
You said, come over, grab the camera. There'll be like a little kickback, film a little. But
I
then,
just don't-
what are you?
But you
do you want
weren't-
to come
you-
to the dinner?
you
And I was
weren't-
like, yeah.
You weren't recording the proposal. What did you think? You were just like the
Well, then-
reactions, like the review afterwards?
Yeah.
Anyways,
It was very good. Well,
I'm
if
glad
you're gonna-
you were
if
there.
you're-
I
If
was
you
glad
want me
you were
there to
there.
record, why would I not record the proposal? That was my thought process.
My thought process is like, if I only...
Like, you want me to come over and record like the kickback afterwards?
Anyways, so Reed and his future fiance is next to him.
Oh, okay.
By the way, bro, now I could say it. Hey, don't be that guy that always has to be like, "What are you guys getting married?" I've never wanted to punch dudes in the face more.
It gets
It's
just a
so
lot.
disrespectful, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I got something going, dog, and I would always push back when people said that because I wouldn't want her to ever think that I did it because of the pressure.
Yeah, like
Because
why
they're
did you do it? Because
yeah,
there's
so
always
so
dudes
I was like,
pressing
all
you
right, now
about
I
it.
have to
or-
wait a little bit longer because they just asked me on my podcast and like, yeah, but
I think people just get excited. I think about our relationship, and we've been together for a while, so they're like, "Oh, when?" But sometimes it would get like adults would be like, "When is it gonna be, dude? You gotta do it. You gotta do it now. Come on, you gotta do it now." And it's like, relax. Like we have our thing. We know what you know what I mean. We've talked about it, and that
I was weighing my options. Is she gonna be the one for me? But I was